All right, Coach, big doubleheader sweep capped off with a nice walk-off winner there by Carlos Vasquez. What is your initial thoughts?
It's always nice to play at home, right? You don't have to worry about getting those last 3 outs like they had to do on us, and took advantage of it. We got every position player into we were making you work up there, right? Today we got every position player into the game. We got Marmol, a senior, sitting around, and all of a sudden gets into the game at the end and does what he does. I wouldn't expect anything different in his competitiveness. And then Carlos had a good day, man. Carlos sat out last year with just a rough injury that we couldn't get him healthy, and it killed him, man. The kid wants to be on the field, and I was glad to see that for him today to start off the season.
You know, kind of a low-scoring affair here. 21 strikeouts there by your pitching staff. What did you see from them today? I believe Whalen and Higgins set career highs for their time at Western Kentucky today in strikeouts.
I mean, pitching-wise, Whalen's has got a good career ahead of him, both at WKU and probably later into professional. He's just got a good feel. He's competitive. He's just a sophomore, so there's a lot of pluses to him. Higgy does what Higgy does a lot of times for us, and he did it again today. And it's probably my fault that we didn't bring in Evan Jones earlier to strike out the guy before that hit that double. I kicked myself on that one, but Jonesy comes in, sits out all last year, and just is electric, and doing what he does. And then Dawson Hall is just Mr. Steady Eddie, and we're bringing him in the back end right now, just taking care of his arm a little bit. He's as you can tell, he's feeling fine, but we want to keep it that way for a while.
Yeah. And then 20 total innings of baseball here today. How do you kind of keep those guys locked in there, especially when you're playing an extra inning game on the last game of the day?
I mean, it really comes down to just who wants to win. I mean, who wants to really be out here? This isn't like the 44th game of the season. It's the second game of the season. So it worked. And like I said, you can always, there's a different mentality in both dugouts when you're at home or on the road. And for us, it was just different, waiting around compared to what they had to do. They might have scored, but then they still had to go out and get 3 outs. Mm-hmm. All we got to do is score. That's such a different mentality, and I think we had that in our dugout that whole game.